agree. I took another break yesterday because it felt like it. This game has to end soon, like legit. It's going on for so long. And I once again forgot to end the episode on the title screen because now Owie's here. My reaction isn't as great as you think it is, okay? I just see a new character, I'm like, oh, okay, they're here now. That's it, there's nothing else to it. But, I swear to God, Shinya is literally the only sane one in this joint, unless there's something about him that we don't know. But, that's literally about it. But, I will say, yesterday's video, I think I did hell of a good job on. That's just my opinion, even though I don't think it got any views. But, you know, that's fine. Whatever. Anyway, I don't even know where we left off. Oh, we're getting home from the morgue. Oh, okay. By the time I get home, I'm completely drained. I barely have the energy to open the front door. Sounds like typical NORIKO, not gonna lie. Today was an ordeal. It dragged on forever and ever, and yet it still felt like I didn't have enough time to get everything done. You ever have those days where you feel like the day is just so long, you're just like, but I didn't do anything today? That sucks. After changing out of my vomit-stained clothes, I make myself a cup of tea. I'm hoping a few sips will help me relax and unwind. Yeah, because NORIKO finally saw a dead body in real life instead of in a photo, and she freaked the fuck out. I mean, who wouldn't? Like, it's a dead body. I sit down on the couch, cup in hand. When it's cool enough to drink, I take a sip and feel a little bit of today's pressure lift from my shoulders. My laptop is sitting next to me. I know I shouldn't bite off more than I can chew today. If I check for new requests, I'll probably regret it. Let's just stop. I unfold the laptop and navigate to Corpse Girl's website. Are you doing it anyway? Run one new request. Shit. These are really beginning to pile up. Yeah, so she's working on a request now, aka the request for Emi Katsuno's death, which was the girl we first played as. And now she has 3 other ones she has to work with. Jesus Christ. I can't restrain myself from opening the request. I kind of want to see who request details. Today, 3:03 p.m. local time. Victim's phone number, whatever. Downloading image attachment. The request came in while I was busy with Kojiro and Tomoe, probably around the time we were at the morgue. The image of the victim downloads. So that is your sister! Oh my god, that is NORIKO's sister! I stare intently at the picture of my older sister. Didn't Emi do this? Or is it someone else? I can't remember if Emi did this or not. I can't remember from when we were in her, like, POV. I can't remember, but oh my god. Yuriko Kurosawa. Why? Are y'all like twins or something? No. Well, I mean, you could have an older sister, be twins. Why the fuck is her name Yuriko and your name NORIKO? That's so fucking confusing. 28 years old. Oh no, y'all are 8 years apart. Senior high school dropout, currently on parole after a short second stint in prison. Yuriko, what are the odds of you appearing here on my screen in my life at this moment? Don't know. I haven't spoken to you for so long. I haven't seen you. I haven't even received contact for you, only to ignore it. Why are you here now? Why does somebody want you dead? I suppose it's not hard to think why someone would request your death. I'm sure you have a lot of enmities thanks to the crew you run with. Yeah, this motherfucker stole a whole bunch of money and framed somebody for it and got her fired. Sound fucking familiar? But for someone to actually use Corpse Girl's website to request your death, it's coincidental, too coincidental, just like everything that's been happening today. Yuriko, I hate you so much. You abandoned me when I needed you. You abandoned Mother, even though she abandoned us first. I hate you. Corpse Girl never refuses a request. It's one of her convictions. I'll never refuse a request. I close the laptop's lid and rub my eyes. I'm tired. I'm so fucking tired. I, like, woke up probably an hour and a half ago. I'm tired, but I wanted to record because I'm bored, and this is what I do when I'm bored. Here we go. My motherfucking birthday, bro!
She's dead.
Who? Wait, what? Huh? What are you talking about? Well, if we're talking about Emmy, no shit, that's a corpse. But you're not... Who?
Splattered in the flower bed.
Oh, Emmy! We're talking about Emmy. At first I thought we were talking about Tomoe for a second. I got really confused. We're talking about Emmy.
Probably matches the photo you sent. Wish I'd seen that.
It looks exactly like the photo. Like, not even kidding.
Thanks, Kojiro. And thank Tomoe for me.
No prob.
Where are you, anyway?
Parking lot across the road. Perfect view of her apartment. People are coming outside. Must have heard the splat. Mad.
I said this last time I played Corpse Factory, which is probably only a day ago. If this motherfucker said the word mad, saws, or what was the fucking other word? I don't remember. Prob or something, I don't fucking know. I would go fucking crazy. But I'm too tired to care right now. He says it all the time. This is like me with like the word bro and dude and guy. I say that all the time, no matter who you are or what gender you are. I will call you bro, I'll call you guy. Like, that's what I'll do.
We better gun it.
Yeah.
See ya.
Okay, bye.
Oh my god. I hang up the phone and a smile fits its way across my tired face. Emi Katsuno is dead. Yep, she killed herself thanks to the trauma of discovering her own corpse on her doorstep. Yeah. Even though I forgot to send the corpse photo last night, I nearly fucked up our entire plan due to how exhausted I was. By some stroke of luck, I managed to wake up early this morning. Thankfully, my first thought upon waking was to send the photo. Emmy would have received the picture only an hour before the time marked on it. Oh shit, yeah. It was a very close call. A very close call. But I can't help but wonder if it worked in our favor. Kojiro and Tomoe rushed over to her apartment to deliver the corpse. Forcing Emmy into a confrontation with a photo, an intimate time of death, and then the delivery of her own corpse all in the space of an hour worked to our advantage. It works so well that I'm starting to consider making this a regular mode of operation. Yeah, but that's the thing. How do you get their address? And if they're not at their house, how are you gonna figure out where the fuck they are? Like, what? I glance at the burner phone atop the coffee table. Since Emmy is already dead, there's no point in making me wait 24 hours to discard it. I'll get rid of it right away. After that, I'll have to figure out what to do about the other remaining requests. Yeah, because you have fucking 3. I still have 2 photos of the victims that I crafted on the same day I made Emmy's photo. With all the urgency of plotting Emmy's demise, I didn't have a chance to send them. I'll have to edit them a little bit because the timestamp on them are now out of date, but that's okay. It's a quick fix. Oops. And then there's the request for Yoriko Kurosawa. Yep, I'll need to deal with that too. Eventually. That's her older sister. Like, we figured... Oh, we're back here. Damn, a day went by that quick. Okay, then. A quiet morning at the library is just what I need to escape from the chaotic whirlwind that I've been trapped in for a few days, or weeks. The place is silent, as usual. There aren't many people around. I managed to find a seat in my favorite reading nook, and I leave my belongings in a chair to save my spot while I browse for a book to read. That's also a way to get your shit stole. Did I say stealed? Stole. God. I can't bring myself to continue reading Strange Flower right now. Reading a book about corpses while trying to take a moment away from my own life is just not going to work for me. I scan the bookshelves and look for something light to read. Am I in the mood for a comedy? Probably not. A fantasy adventure? Maybe. Though that's never really been my thing. Biographies are out of the question. So are history books. I could pretty much dismiss any nonfiction straight away. I'm just not in the mood. So what should I read? I thumbed through a couple of trashy romance light novels. The covers look appealing with attractive characters smiling and holding each other and falling in love. But the content with each one is utter crap. A housewife looks for love after her husband vanishes. A vampire lord seeks his vampire queen. A college student falls in love with his professor only to find out she's his long-lost sister. That's fucked up. It's all drivel? I don't fucking know. I could write better stories than these, but maybe everyone thinks that way. Defeated, I put all the books back on the shelf and return to the chair I saved. I take a seat and simply browse through my noise feed on my phone. A few photos from acquaintances, comments on the weather, a short essay on human rights, even a poem written in poor broken English. Trash, all of it. Damn. I used to love this inside look at other people's lives. I lived for it. I thrived on it. I used to be aroused at the smallest glimpse inside someone else's life. I couldn't go more than a few hours without browsing noise. But now, something is different. Something inside me has changed. That's probably good. Like, what? I want to say that I've recently become cynical, jaded, but that wouldn't be accurate. I've been this way as long as I can remember. The appeal of voyeurism just isn't there anymore. My growing ability to manipulate the lives and deaths of other people has ruined any pleasure I once gleaned from simply spying on them. I need more people to die. Maybe then I'll find satisfaction, ecstasy, release. What? I lean back in the chair and fold my arms across my chest. My foot taps against the carpet floor impatiently. I won't find comfort in this library. I won't find relaxation. I'll only find whatever elusive feeling I'm looking for once Corpse Girl's work is complete. I can't rest yet. Not now that things are beginning to escalate. I could be orchestrating the deaths of 3 people right now. The 2 women that had their deaths requested at the same time as Emmy and my very own sister, NORIKO. People are counting on me. People are counting on Corpse Girl to deliver her judgment. I hoist the strap of my handbag over my shoulder and stand up. It's time for Corpse Girl to usher in a new era of human suffering. Usher. Hey, I like his. Okay, I like some of the songs. All right, give me a break.
A bizarre string of similar deaths in Tokyo over the weekend have left police and detectives completely baffled.
It's that fucking detective dude again. It's him. It's him again.
We have Chief Detective Fujikawa at the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department in the studio today to discuss the events.
That's what his name was, Fujikawa.
According to eyewitness reports, a young woman plummeted to her death from an apartment building on Saturday morning. 2 other women suffered a similar fate in different locations late on Sunday night. Police have not yet released information on the identities of the young women. Would you care to share your thoughts, Detective Fujikawa?
We cannot rule out the possibility of homicide in these cases.
Forgot that he sounded like that, bro.
Police recovered additional bodies at the site of each death. In each instance, a look-alike corpse matching the appearance of the victim was found.
Yep, that's...
This cannot be...
Well, we had a minor inconvenience. The internet in my entire house shut off for a second and then turned right back on. My entire setup shut off. Everything. It saved the video. Didn't save in progress, so I had to flip back, and that took probably half an hour. But we're back. I couldn't hear anything. The sound completely shut off, even though everything on my computer was fine. Couldn't hear anything. But we're back. That was very much inconvenient. But anyway, did I? Okay, I'm an idiot. I thought I didn't close my door. So, the video ended off with this line. I'm just gonna read it because it was a voice line, but y'all can't hear that now. This cannot be mere coincidence. I believe that a single perpetrator is behind the deaths of all 3 women. Leaving a look-alike corpse at the scene of each crime seems to be some sort of psychotic calling card. It's clear that the death of each victim was premeditated. And now y'all can hear it.
In cases like these, the perpetrator is often looking to be caught, even if only subconsciously. It won't take long to track them down. Once forensic analysis reveals the identities of the look-alike corpses, we will be able to uncover how and where they were obtained.
Well,
We will bring the perpetrator to justice.
okay, Kojiro's fucked, and if he outs Noriko and Tomoe, all three of us are screwed.
Police are urging citizens to be cautious in the coming weeks. If you see anyone behaving suspiciously, please call the following number.
Things like, have you ever heard that? Like, whether it be in like movies or whatever, they're always just like, if you see anyone behaving suspiciously, call this number. What do you mean suspicious? They don't give any kind of like any kind of things to look for. Like, what do you mean? Suspicious. Like, what am I supposed to look for? They don't help.
Damn, this shit's really starting to blow up.
Yeah, Tomoe.
Yeah, it's about time.
3 deaths in 1 weekend. Corpse Girl is on fire.
She couldn't have done it without you and Kojiro. So, thanks. I know those corpse deliveries yesterday were rather last minute.
No problem. Had nothing better to do anyway.
I've still got one victim ready to conquer, but I'm not sure when to go through with it.
What's the issue?
It's someone I know.
So? Didn't bother you when we stuck it to that Emmy chick.
This is a little different. It's my sister.
Yo, hold up. You've got a sister?
Mm-hmm. Yuriko. She's older than me.
Shit. I'm like, someone requested her death through Corpse Girl's website?
Fucking fly in my room.
Seems like it.
No shit, Tomoe.
Jeez. What are the chances?
Hey, that too. That too.
I'm wondering the same thing.
Well, think it over a bit longer. You might want to lay low for a while anyway. Sounds like Shinya's dad is all over this case.
Can see that.
Sorry? Shinya's dad?
You didn't know that it was his dad? I pinpointed that right from the damn beginning when we first saw him.
That detective guy, Fujikawa.
What? He's Shinya's dad?
You didn't. Whatever.
Yep, friggin' scary guy. Had an awkward dinner with him and Shinya a while back.
Wow. You know, I met him once before.
You did?
Yeah, I threw a whole tantrum in the middle of the fucking mall.
He certainly was intimidating. But don't worry, we only met by chance. Had nothing to do with Corpse Girl.
Alright. As long as he doesn't know your identity, you should be fine. Still, what's your next move?
I'll think over what to do about my sister for a little longer. But as soon as more requests come through the website, I'm going to fulfill them. I don't have the luxury of time. I can't just lay low, like you said.
Sheesh, when did you grow a pair?
I'm serious. I'm tired of lagging behind. Corpse Girl is on a winning streak now. It's up to me to keep it going.
Okay, well, just let me know when you need me.
Thanks. I will.
The only reason why Tomoe is on our side is because of that whole thing with Kotomi Ida. That's the only reason.
Well, back to work or whatever.
I still do like Tomoe though. I still do. I turn back to my computer after Tomoe leaves. 3 deaths in 1 weekend. Not a week! Weekend! Corpse Girl truly is at the top of her game. It was a bit of hard work, but in the end, I managed to pull through, thanks to a bit of luck, of course. Yesterday, after returning home from the library, I had a sudden burst of inspiration. I ran a reverse image search on the photos of the 2 women that were submitted to Corpse Girl's website. It was pretty easy to locate their noise profiles thanks to that. I was kind of shocked when I saw that we all shared 2 mutual friends on noise, Emi Katsuno and Yoriko Kurosawa. A bit of digging through their profiles reveals their names to be Fuyumi Amano and Manami Sachiko. I haven't had to say those names in a while. They both work at the same store as Emmy and my sister. So I was right about the whole thing with Yoriko being Noriko's sister. I was right. I wasn't stupid. I made that theory like a few episodes back, so. It struck me then that all of these requests must be somehow related, but that didn't matter so much. Tracking down Amano's and Sachiko's address wasn't as difficult as I feared. I contacted Tomoe, and she told me she was familiar with the store that they worked at. She volunteered to head over there and see if she could access the employee records. Damn, okay. Apparently the whole job was so easy that she managed to walk in and out in about 3 minutes flat. She said that none of the staff even batted an eyelid as she walked in, and she simply strode into the back room, rummaged through the filing cabinets, and snapped a photo of the employee contact sheet. Damn! There really are no security cameras in there, are there? With that information at our disposal, nothing stood in our way of delivering look-alike corpses to their homes. A few hours shared between the morgue and the factory, and it was done. Both Amano and Sachiko killed themselves within an hour of each other. So far, the kill rate of delivering a photo and then a corpse is 100%. I can only imagine the thoughts that must go through someone's mind when they're faced with their own corpse. Aha! The looming dread, hopelessness, and fear of inevitability have proven to be so overwhelming that suicide becomes the only viable option. Because of this development, I finally ruled out the possibility of Corpse Girl's victims being murdered by some mysterious stranger. I only ever invented that theory due to the strange circumstances which Ruri Hatano died. After all, she was hung from a scarecrow in an uncannily similar fashion to the corpse photo I invented for her. None of the other victims' deaths since then have made me truly suspicious that another party could be involved. All of them have clearly been suicides, or in the case of Echi Hanada, coincidental accidents. Coincidental accidents. God. Kotomi Ida's death was an outlier since she was likely killed out of self-defense. I'm about 90% certain that Corpse Girl's power lies in the ability to convince victims to end their own lives. There's no third-party murderer acting on her behalf. And I've begun to suspect that the power I hold is no I don't know. Arcane force. It's not some supernatural art. It's not some witchcraft or sorcery or some holy power bestowed upon me from on high. The power Corpse Girl holds is simple determination, grit, resolve. My will to end lives is what drives me to craft convincing corpse photos and deliver look-alike cadavers. That in itself is enough to act as the knife twisting in the victim's side. It's enough to compel those weak of heart and weak of mind to end their lives. Oh my god. If that's all my power ends up being, I'm happy. I am happy that I could be the instrument that delivers Corpse Girl's justice regardless of whether it's through mundane or mysterious methods. As long as the victims continue to drop like flies in the wake of Corpse Girl's ascension, I will remain content. And this is only just the beginning. When is this game going to end? Okay, well, it's obviously not going to end like super soon because she still has to get rid of her sister, but you know, please end. There are no new requests when I log into Corpse Girl's website this evening. I'm strangely okay with that. There's something I want to do before more requests come through anyway. I'm going to make some updates to the website. A few improvements that will considerably ease the workload placed upon Corpse Girl, Kojiro, and Tomoe. In the website's admin settings, I add a couple of extra data fields to the front page. Instead of just asking for a photo and a victim's number, the website now requires the victim's address to be provided. This will ensure we can successfully deliver a corpse for every request. In addition, the site now asks for the victim's name. I've always been hesitant about requesting this specific detail. I never wanted to know the names of the people Corpse Girl will kill. It creates familiarity, and I always used to worry that it will prevent me from going through with a request. But more than all of that, I feared that I would delve too deeply into somebody's life. I fear that I would become too attached, too entranced by standing on the outside and looking in. Knowing someone's name would have allowed me to easily find victims online and go down the rabbit hole of spying on their private lives. My voyeuristic fetishes would have defeated me. I know myself, and I know that I would have become far too interested in a person to carry out their death. It's the same reason why I never reverse image a search of victim's photo before yesterday. Now that things are escalating, now that Corpse Girl needs a victim's address to ensure a kill, I have to get past all that. I have to be strong for Corpse Girl. I'm somewhat relieved that the timing is suitable. After all, I haven't been as aroused as usual when stalking people online. I don't know if my libido is just low, or if I'm truly have become uninterested in such things. Either way, I believe I'm able to cope with the burden of extra knowledge, learning victims' names, address, all of that. It's going to work in Corpse Girl's favor. And I'm surely strong enough now to not give in to temptation and succumb to the scopophilia that has plagued my existence for years. What is that? Hold on, motherfucker. I'm gonna look that up later. Editing razor here. I looked it up. And that's what it means. Completely different from what I thought it was. Okay, anyway, bye. I'm assuming it has to do something with getting off to seeing people's personal lives or something like that. I don't know. But I'm gonna look that up later. After adding the victim's name and address fields to the website, I decide to add one final touch. There's a particular line of text that describes how the site works. I've always liked it. It says, your victim will receive a photo of their own corpse shortly before they die. It's concise and it perfectly sums up the intention of the website. However, it needs to be updated to correctly apply to Corpse Girl's new modus operandi, I think. I changed the line ever so slightly, just enough to make a difference. It now reads, your victim will receive their own corpse shortly before they die. Some people might think it doesn't make sense. They'll think that maybe it's a typo or written by someone not familiar with the language, but it is completely intentional. Now that I made all the changes to the website, I click the save button in the admin panel. The changes are reflected immediately on the front page of the site. Corpse Girl's new and improved request form is online. With that done, I need to simply sit back and wait for some new requests to pour in. And it shouldn't take long once I put my next plan into motion, because I finally figured out how my sister can be of use to me after all these years. I'm concerned. She's going to help me become famous. Yuriko Kurosawa's death will ensure that everybody in Japan knows the name Corpse Girl. Okay then. We just went by like 3 days in literally not that long. For the first time in a while, my fingers scrape against the bottom of the cabinet drawer.
Oh, shit.
What? I fumble around and grab the last remaining burner phone in the drawer. It's a fairly modern handset from around 3 years ago. These newer models never retain their battery charged for more than a month or so when they've been inactive. Thankfully, it uses a generic charger, so I quickly plug it into the kitchen outlet and wait for it to return to life. I glance back down at the open drawer. It's completely empty now. I'm going to need to restock my supply of burner phones if I hope to continue Corpse Girl's work. I nervously bite my fingernails at the thought. Getting these phones isn't easy. It's free, yes, but not easy. And if I get busted trying to lift a stack on them, that might very well be the end of me. I'll have to obtain as many new phones as possible at some point today. Once Corpse Girl kills my sister, my website is going to explode with new requests. I need to be as prepared as possible. What the fuck are you going to do to your sister? I decide to finish getting ready for work while the burner charges. As much as I'd like to simply skip out and deal with my sister, I need to pop into the office. Missing too many days is going to lead to getting fired, and that might compromise my mission. I take my medication, I apply my makeup, I pack my handbag. It's all so mundane, but it's also necessary. Each day is the same routine. There's comfort to be found in that, especially for someone like me. But Sometimes I remember the excitement of finding myself in new situations. Even if those situations end up with me lying in the muck of a bathroom floor or against the stone-cold tiles of a morgue. When I'm ready to leave the apartment, I snatch the burner phone and check the battery. It's at around 40%. That should be plenty. I stash it in my handbag so it's ready for action when the time comes. I'm out the door at the same time as every other day. Oh boy. Bro, I'm tired. Like, I need a break. I find myself alone in the office well after the workday has ended. The entire floor is empty and silent. I shut down my computer and stretch my tense arms. I don't normally like staying back late, but sometimes it's necessary to get work done. And when I say work, I am of course referring to Corpse Girl's task. When I'm absolutely certain that everyone has gone, I get out of my chair and wander listlessly around the office. It's kind of nice having the place to myself. It's like my apartment, only bigger and colder, and without that terrible odor of mold that permits the walls. I noticed that quite a few people tend to leave their belongings on their desks. Nothing too valuable, the occasional coat, hat, or a pair of headphones. Should somebody of low moral character wish to steal them, there would be nothing stopping them. I'm personally not interested in any of that. I walk to the other side of the office floor and reach the seniors' cubicles. Even the seniors leave important things lying around. There's a gift bag with a cake shop logo in the front, a company credit card, a few personal bank statements. But the contents of their desk drawers are where the real gold is found. As I riffle through one of the drawers in particular, I find exactly what I'm looking for. It's an old Noise brand phone, a few models earlier than my own. It slips in my handbag right along the side of the burner phone I brought from home. I close the desk drawer gently and something into the next cuticle. Trapes? I don't know. The top drawer here contains a flip phone, a familiar classic. It serves me well. Into the handbag it goes. So this is what she meant by collecting burner phones. She steals them. One of the main problems I have with this company, with any company in fact, is the wasteful attitude of management. Executives, seniors, and even some junior staff are provided with company phones. Basically, if you're expected to make calls on the job, the company will issue a phone so that you don't have to use your own. However, with the rapid evolution of modern technology, phones will often find themselves replaced or upgraded well before they cease functioning, and management doesn't care about recycling or repurposing unused absolute phones. The devices simply drift to the bottom of drawers or storage cabinets, destined to become forgotten within moments. Am I really doing the wrong thing by taking these phones off the company's hands? It's not like I'm stealing personal property from employees. I'm only taking what the company is likely to write off as a business expense. And this is a multi-billion yen company. Are they really going to miss the odd, outdated devices? I justified this to myself years ago. I'm ensuring that these phones are used for a bigger purpose, and there's nothing bigger than fulfilling Corpse Girl ambitions. There very much are. As I swipe the fourth or fifth phone, I hear the ding of the elevator from across the office floor.
Shit.
Yeah, shit is right. Somebody's here. I need to get away from the cubicles without being
NORIKO!
seen.
Is that you?
Hey, Shinya! I must have ducked down a second too late because the voice identified me correctly. I scuttled forward on my knees just a little bit so that I'm not so close to the cubicles. When I get to my feet, I'm halfway between the senior employees area and the junior's open plan desk.
Shinya?
Shinya walks over from the elevator to greet me.
Hi. You're here awfully late.
Shinya! We haven't seen Shinya in so long!
What were you doing over there? That is, if you don't mind me asking.
I love Shinya. I don't care what anybody says. I love him with all my fucking heart. He's just so cute and wholesome. I love him.
Oh.
You better come up with an excuse real quick.
I lent my USB drive to one of the seniors earlier and they didn't return it, so...
Oh. Did you find it?
Nope. Oh well. I'll ask about it tomorrow.
I could help you look if you like.
Seriously, it's okay. I'm about to head home anyway.
Shinya is so wholesome.
What are you doing here?
I love him so much.
I left my wallet at my desk. Can you believe it?
He's so cute. I love him. I totally do the same. I am dreading to be an adult. This is why. I'm gonna have way more responsibilities. I'm gonna have a wallet. My phone's gonna be probably more important. I'm gonna have credit cards. I'm gonna have more money. I'm probably gonna lose all of it at least 5 times.
Luckily, I remembered before I took Tomoe out for dinner.
Oh, he's so wholesome. Bro, he is like... He would probably be the oh my god, he would probably be the perfect boyfriend, and I am not kidding. He's so cute, he's so wholesome, he's respectful. I mean, come on, bro. We don't get a lot of gentlemen like these days. Not all of them are this nice and respectful. Not all of them. Nobody come after me for that sentence.
I would have appeared to be quite the buffoon if I'd been unable to pay for our meal.
He's so cute. I love him. Sorry.
Yeah, I suppose so.
He's so cute. He just wants to do nice things for his girlfriend. Come on.
Hey, how are things anyway?
Things with Tomoe are great. We are truly in love.
He's so wholesome. He's so wholesome.
Well, okay, not exactly what I meant, but
Just be happy.
how are things here? I mean, what happened with Kotomi and...
No! We're fine. We're happy. She's out of the picture. Like, we saw it. We witnessed it. She's out of the picture. I guess she's trying to not put suspicion on herself since she's not asking about literally the executive of the company. She's trying to not put suspicion on herself. Still! Like, stop it!
Ah, that whole kerfuffle.
Yeah, no. Shinya. If I could hug you, I would. I so
You
would.
believe Miss Ida is dead now? Is it wrong of me to say that I'm happy she's dead?
No! No! Absolutely not! No! Because she was an asshole, okay? We don't like Kotomi. We don't like Kotomi. Absolutely not.
Is that an awful thing to admit?
You'd feel guilty. I almost knocked over my entire water bottle onto my mouse. It's a guilty thing, you know. You feel guilty about it, but she was an asshole. Can we just say this? I gently shake my head, but I don't interrupt his train of thought.
So bizarre. Especially considering our relationship and how determined she was to end my career.
She was an asshole. It bothers me that Shinya is still referring to the conflict between himself and Kotomi as a relationship. I'm sorry, but if you are in something like that and you call it a relation, that's not a relationship. You call it fucking cops. That's...
But it would seem that she was the only one with animosity toward me.
That's not a good... That doesn't mean it's good. Baby, you need... No.
As such, the other executives said I'm welcome to work here as long as I like.
Good. They're nice. They're not assholes. We don't like Kotomi.
In fact, they were even generous enough to give me a small salary raise.
It's good.
Wow! That's great, Shinya. I'm really happy for you.
No, oh, I just realized my mouse was on the screen for the entire time. That bugs me if I'm watching a video and I can see the YouTuber's mouse. I apologize. But, Noriko, you can be okay sometimes. Sometimes. You're still fucking crazy. You can be respectful sometimes.
Thank you.
I mean, she is respectful. Like, she's respectful. She is. But... she... you know, I don't have to explain this.
It truly was a struggle there for a little while.
I want to hug him so bad. Oh my god. Before my brain can even register what I'm saying, the following words tumble out of my mouth. Oh god, what are you gonna say?
Do you want to talk about it?
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be something bad, bro. I mean, depending on the circumstances, that sentence could be bad. But certain people don't like to talk about, certain people like to talk about things. Some don't, some do. It's, you know.
Noriko, I know that I haven't been as open with you as I should have been.
What are you talking about? Okay, he definitely is like the kind of person to think if he's friends with somebody, he should like be open with them and stuff, or else he's like seen as like closed and rude. That's not how it is. That is not how it is.
Maybe talking about it will help me put the whole thing behind me.
Oh my god. We don't need to go down this route. I'd rather you be killing your sister right now. I don't want to get depressing. Plus it involves Shinya! I love him. I bite my tongue as I try to think of a way to back out of the situation. Noriko definitely does not like talking about stuff, even if it has to do with somebody else.
Oh. You know, if you're uncomfortable talking to me, maybe Tomoe can help?
My ejection is meet with a smile. Looks like I'm in too deep now.
Tomoe means well. She really does. But whenever I bring up the subject, she becomes visibly angry.
Like, at the fact of what Kotomi did, or what kind of...
Many a death threat against Miss Ida has been made aloud.
Oh. Okay.
I wouldn't be all too surprised if Tomoe was the one who killed her.
What?
There certainly is a motive there, after all.
I just remembered Tomoe was the one who requested her death.
So you don't know who killed Kotomi?
I don't even think the police know that much. Father showed me the photos of the crime scene. Chances are that whoever did kill her was also killed in return.
Yeah, actually.
Though, as abusive as she was toward me, I never took her as the type to instigate a mass murder.
Well, she kind of did to save her own skin. So, just...
She was an angry person, yes. But that seemed to stem from a lack of fulfillment. That's what I assume, anyway. And I think that's the reason she made her advances on me.
Wait, what? I'm not...
Shinya.
I'm not understanding this.
I really am sorry. I'm so sorry that you had to go through such a traumatic experience.
We don't have to go down this route. We don't have to.
I thought I was going to lose everything.
But you're still here! Stop it!
My job, my relationship.
Stop it! Stop it!
Miss Ida threatened to steal it all away from me. Just so she could experience some form of power, some small manner of pleasure.
I don't know if y'all could tell, but I cannot deal hearing a person cry, a character cry, any sort of crying sound I can't deal with because it's going to then make me cry. And also, it just makes me uncomfortable for some reason when I hear someone cry. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I legit don't know.
Why do people do those things, Noriko?
Because people are assholes and they want to feel better about themselves. Or some just do it because they're some sick bastards and they just love hurting people for like no goddamn reason.
What joy is there even to be found in...
I wish I could stay in that position for like an hour. Just can't. I could cut it out. I'm not going to. I take my time to consider my reply. I'm probably not the best person for him to be having this discussion with, but all things considered, it does seem to be helping him come to terms with things.
Shinya.
I would hug him! I would hug him! I would ask him, like, are you okay with a hug? Is that okay? That is, like, the only way that I can, like, calm someone down. I'm not good with words. I'm not good with words.
What you went through with Kotomi, what she did to you, that's not what it's about. She never had the right to put you through that.
Literally no one has the right. No one has the right.
I hope that one day, when you're comfortable and feeling healthy, I hope that you can make some good memories with Tomoe.
Noriko, sometimes you're okay. Sometimes. Very, very minimally. I'm just saying that right now. Oh my god.
Yes. I hope so.
Lord, give me the strength to continue!
Thank you, Noriko.
I mean, you helped him, so I guess...
Don't mention it.
I don't know if my words were the right ones. What right do I have to talk about what he went through? I can only hope that I managed to bring him some sort of comfort.
Well, I better grab my wallet and get going. Don't want to keep Tomoe waiting.
Oh my god, he's so nice. He thinks about other people so much.
Say, would you like to join us, Noriko?
That last time before Noriko and Tomoe were even like friends, she like jokingly invited her to go, like what was it, chicken or something?
Are you hungry at all?
Oh, I don't want to intrude on your romantic evening.
It's no trouble, really.
Maybe next time. I have some things I need to do tonight.
Okay, no problem. Well, see you later.
This sprite of him is adorable. I love it. Shinya takes off toward his desk. I breathe a sigh of relief as I hoist my handbag from the ground, feeling the reassuring weight of my newly acquired burner phones. I enter the elevator and give a polite wave to Shinya as the doors close.
Give me a call back when you leave the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
You want me to drive tonight?
It has to be tonight. We talked about this.
I was going to end the episode. Never mind. Never mind. Whoa. Okay. Also, Tomoe, you're the only one who can drive.
But
Please. Kojiro's on standby as well.
fine. Not like I've been dying to bring Shinya back to my place or nothing.
Let her hang out with her boyfriend, goddammit.
Don't push Shinya. Let him tell you when he's ready.
Oh, that kind of... Oh. I'm an asexual person. You have to give me a break when we're talking about these kind of things. It may not always click.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'll probably be out of the restaurant in an hour. That cool?
Yes. Thanks.
Bye!
I still cannot believe that didn't click. It was in the back of my mind, but it didn't click. Tomoe hangs up. I look down the street, my gaze aiming directly at the restaurant Tomoe is currently seated at with Shinya. You're at the restaurant? I'll need to kill an hour around here, but what is there to do? I'm not exactly keen on the idea of window shopping. I don't even want to be here, but standing in one spot as dozens of people walk by is really nerve-wracking. I agree. I could go visit Aoi at the maid cafe, but then I'd have to pay the table charge to enter, and it'd probably be pretty weird to be served by girls in maid costumes. Not really my thing. As I glance around, I notice a 24-hour manga cafe at the end of the street. That could actually be perfect. I could rent a quiet place for a few hundred yen and just read a book until it's time to go. No one there to bother me. In fact, the only person I need to speak to is the attendant at the counter. With my mind made up, I hurry along to the manga cafe. Alright, cool. Oh, we're in the factory. We're in the factory already.
Come on, you're a night owl. What are you complaining about?
Noriko has a jacket on like Kojiro.
Just making chit-chat.
Well, instead of talking, how about you hold that flashlight still? I can't see what I'm doing with you waving it around.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm nearly done anyway. Fucking Yuriko. This wouldn't be so difficult if she didn't have different haircuts in every single photo on her profile. I'm just going to have to estimate the length of her hair for now.
Okay. The corpse on the table in front of me looks like an uncanny clone of my sister. I snip away a little more hair from her fringe and then put the scissors aside.
You must be close.
Nope.
The opposite.
Makeup's done!
Tomoe also has a jacket.
Thanks. Looks good.
Tomoe beams as she puts the cat back on the lipstick in her hand.
I think we're done. Can you zip up the bag? I really need to wash my hands.
You got it, boss.
I step away from the corpse and plunge my hand into the ice-cold bucket of water on the factory floor. I have to admit that we've become pretty good at this whole thing. In just a week or so, we've managed to refine our art and synchronize our views.
Okay, load her in the van. I'm going to send the corpse photo now.
You sure about this? You think she's gonna be awake this time of night?
I'm positive. This is the best time to do it.
Okay. According to our noise feed, Yoriko Kurosawa is currently attending a massive party. I'm sure the venue will be packed to the brim with her scumbag friends. That's why. That's why. Okay. That's why Noriko has been saying, once I get done with my sister, everyone's gonna know about Corpse Girl. This is why, because she's at a party with a lot of people. She's been posting about it for days. It wasn't hard for me to find out all the information I need, since whoever organized the party posted it as a public event. Oh. Yoriko is about to receive a photo of her own corpse, and in less than an hour's time, she's going to receive her carbon copy corpse in a body bag in front of at least 100 people. The mass panic will break out into... The mass panic that will break out is sure to be hilarious. I don't want to miss it, and I don't want to miss my sister's final moments. Maybe she'll kill herself in front of her closest friends, or maybe the terror will slowly eat away at her, and she'll go home first before deciding that she can't take it anymore. I'm happy with either result. She's finally going to get what she deserves. I hate her so much. She's a low-life degenerate, a delinquent, the utter scum of the earth. You'd think that I'd be able to say the word degenerate being a Danganronpa fan. And she never calls me. I doubt she remembers I even exist.
Ready to go?
Sure. I snap out of my thoughts and look at the phone that I have been subconsciously holding in my feeble grip. It's the burner I picked up from home earlier this morning. Yoriko's corpse photo is glowing on the screen, ready to be launched into the network. I hit send.
Okay.
Kojiro nods and hauls the zipped-up body bag onto his shoulder. The weight of the cadaver inside causes him to stumble a little, but he regains his balance and shuffles toward the factory entrance. I examine the body bag as Kojiro carries it. It's the same white HRP that we picked up from the morgue, but I've made a rather nice adjustment to it. Big bold letters are scrolled along the sides in purple and black permanent marker. It says, "With love from Corpse Girl." Wow. Underneath the massive letters is a smaller script is Corpse Girl's website address. A scribble of a cute anime girl decorates the other side of the bag. It's the very same character that dances animately on Corpse Girl's website. Tomoe told me this was a bold move. Kojiro didn't seem to care. Yoriko Kurosawa is about to be publicly executed. Tonight is the night that Corpse Girl becomes known to the world. I'm not ending the video here. This is the quietest house party I've ever witnessed. I only managed to catch a glimpse of it before Kojiro shields my eyes with his ice-cold hand. Why? I want to object him to censoring my vision, but the smell of the blood causes me to slump against his shoulder, and I resort to whimpering quietly as he places me gently on the ground. What? The vision of the house party from hell is still vivid behind my closed eyelids. It's not like I've been to many house parties in my life. In fact, when I really think about it, I don't think I've ever been to a single one before this moment. What the hell is the background? But I've seen them on television. I've seen them in movies. They're always loud, music blasting, people are dancing, drinking, making out. The scene I witnessed doesn't look like any of that. I'm pretty sure dead bodies don't line the floor at a regular house party. I'm pretty sure trails of blood aren't on the guest list. This party is weird. The walls are slashed, there's broken glass everywhere, specks of blood are dotted across the furniture. What the fuck? Wait, so it's already fucked up by the time you... Goddamn! Someone in the next room is sobbing quietly. Someone above, perhaps inside the ceiling, is groaning. Inside the ceiling? Kojiro is sitting next to me now. I can imagine a broad expression hovering over his features. He still has his hand over my eyes. He taps the finger of his other hand against the body bag beside him. His digits drum out a rhythmic beat upon Yoriko Kurosawa's clone, still zipped up and sealed inside her temporary coffin. I think Tomoe is still in the van. She said something about not wanting to get messed up. I never planned on entering the party, but Kojiro dragged the body inside, then returned shortly after and told me I should come take a look. Here I am, blinded by Kojiro's misguided attempt to protect me from the carnage I willingly unleashed. I asked him if he killed all the people there. He said no. I suppose I believed him. I managed to squint through the gap in Kojiro's fingers momentarily. The blur shapes of 4 or 5 bodies are on the floor in front of us. Did we do this? Or did we just show up and it looked like that? There's a straight arm lying limply in a chair that's currently unaccounted for. Kojiro presses down firmly against my face and my vision darkens even once more. I hear his voice and imagine his calm demeanor in my mind.
Thoughts?
Don't know.
I haven't managed to sort my head out just
Your
yet.
sister's over there. Well, a corpse that looks like her, at any rate.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Kojiro releases his grip from my face. I stand, I tiptoe forward, stumble thanks to my still blurry eyes. I can make out the shape of a sofa close to the wall, and I approach it carefully. God, holy shit! The empty gap between the sofa and the wall is a 3-foot wide space. I'm not sure why the owner of this house doesn't keep the sofa directly against the wall. The empty space here seems kind of useless. Maybe if the sofa is all the way against the wall, it becomes too far from the TV. That's a possibility. I would personally just get a bigger TV so the sofa can be comfortably flush with the wall. The gap here really annoys me. It's making me irritated. I want to push the sofa back myself, but I know I don't have the strength. It's a massive thing, bigger than I am, and maybe even bigger than Corpse Girl. Even if I was strong enough to move it, there's still an issue of my sister lying here between the sofa and the wall. She's in the way. I'd have to move her first, and the thought of touching her is absolutely disgusting. Even when she's alive, I never wanted to touch her. She's a foul excuse for a human being.
Hey, Yuriko. Long time no see.
She doesn't respond. No shit!
You don't look so hot. Guess I'm prettier now, huh? Why do you never call me?
Okay, Noriko's gone crazy. Even more crazy than she was before.
Whatever. I wouldn't answer the phone anyway.
She doesn't say anything. No! Shit! The sound of someone grunting behind me doesn't interrupt my concentration. I assume it's Kojiro clearing his throat.
Have you seen Mother lately? I haven't heard from her in a while. I'm sure she's fine. Are you still on parole? I heard you were working at a clothing store. Yeah, I'm fine.
She's going crazy! Noriko's even more nuts than she was before.
I'm working for Temujin at the moment.
Oh my god. Noriko nods!
It's okay. There are worse jobs, I'm sure.
Yeah. What? I'm sorry, she what now? She's dead! Oh, Noriko's definitely imagining
How
things.
did you get that cut across your throat? Does it hurt?
Oh my fucking god. I reached forward and slit my fingers into Noriko's gashed throat. No, absolutely. I'm turtlenecking again. When I remove them, I frown at the red blood dripping down into the gaps between my knuckles. The fuck do you expect?
That's disgusting.
Why did you touch it?
Remember when you bandaged me up after I busted my knee? You said Mother would be mad if she found out that you hurt me. So you tried your best to fix me up before she got home. She found out, though. I think she's going to find out about this, too.
No shit.
There's no way you can keep this from her, Yu.
Noriko, ew! We're talking about a corpse here. She's dead. Don't say that. She smiles gently. I wiped the blood on my skirt. That's probably not a good idea.
Oh? Him? That's Kojiro. He's a friend. No, there's nothing between us.
I hear the groan from behind once more.
I know. You're actually nicer than I remember. Why couldn't you ever be this nice when we were kids?
You're imagining this. You're crazy. You're cuckoo.
If you'd been this nice to me, then maybe I wouldn't have spent my entire teenage life wishing you would drop dead.
Oh, that's crazy girl laugh.
Oh, I guess my wishes came true after all.
No, don't say that she laughs. Yuriko laughs along with me. It doesn't sound like the laugh I remember. It sounds like it's more like a gurgle, like she has something caught in her throat. A trickle of blood pours between her lips as she coughs.
Oh, do you need a tissue?
Oh, she's still alive! I thought she was dead. She's still alive. I got a weird pain in my hand.
Here.
I unzip my handbag and retrieve the tissue, then hand it to Yuriko. She tilts her head and sprays the rest of the blood from her mouth.
Fuck you, Noriko.
Okay.
Kay! She's Kay!
I gotta go. Say hi to Father for me, okay?
Oh god! So their dad's dead, Oh, I heard something that scared the shit out of me. I leave Yuriko behind. I gotta... After making my way out of the cursed house, I find Kojiro waiting by the van. Tomoe has shut herself inside and rolled up all the windows.
I think we're done here.
Okay. Leave this here?
He lazily indicates the body bag on the ground.
Yeah, I guess so. We didn't need it after all.
Wait, so I'm assuming you sent the photo. Shit happened. She somehow got her throat slit and you guys didn't even need the body. Okay.
It's not.
Kojiro slaps his broad hand across his trouser, dusting them off. He cocks his head to the side and stretches his limbs. I make an attempt to reach for the van's door, but Kojiro stops me.
Not curious about what happened?
Only a little. She's dead, though. Or dying. That's all that matters.
Yeah, because she's still fucking alive!
Oh, actually, give me 1 second.
I quickly dart back inside the house. Why? I weave across the room and duck behind the sofa once more. Yuriko is silent and unmoving. I do my best to push her body to the side with my skeletal arms. She budges an inch or two, and I find what I'm looking for, her phone buried between her ass and the carpet. I thought you were going to push the sofa back. I turn on the screen and find there's no fingerprint and passcode lock. The photo of Yuriko's corpse, this very same photo that I sent her earlier, is still on
I
screen.
guess she did receive the photo then. Maybe that's all it took this time. She must have been pretty freaked if she killed all the people here. This is like the Kotomi Ida situation all over again.
Oh, okay. My voyeuristic tendencies flare up and I decide to look through the rest of her photos. I swipe across the screen just once and nearly jump out of my skin. Yuriko received a photo right before she received the one I sent. It arrived 10 minutes before my photo? Wait, what? It's another image of a corpse. Another photo depicting her death, but it's completely different than the one I crafted.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Stab Shinju. Oh, no, I said that so wrong. Stab Shuji at the party. Who the fuck is that one of her friends? Or? Someone else sent Yuriko Kurosawa a photo of her own corpse only 10 minutes before I did. Yuriko received a corpse photo from somebody else. This is a completely new turn of events! What is going on? I examined the photo in detail. It's well made, just like my own work. If I didn't know any better, it would be easy to assume that I made this. But what stands out the most is the writing on the bottom of the image. It simply says stab Shuji at the party. Stab Shuji at the party. Who the hell is Shuji? Is he here? Is he one of the bodies? Is he one of the dead bodies scattered around this accursed house? I quickly discard the thoughts of Shuji. A more important question has come to my attention. Is someone else crafting corpse photos and sending them to people? It sure as hell looks like it! Does Corpse Girl the copycat an imitator? But why target Yuriko? Why target somebody whose death was requested through Corpse Girl's website? I can't process this right now. It's already past midnight and I'm utterly exhausted. I shove Yuriko's phone into my handbag and get the hell out of the house. There's another Corpse Girl! Okay, I'm gonna stop right here. Okay. I hoped that I can't get that out of my mind. There's another fucking Corpse Girl. There's an imitator or a copycat or something. I don't fucking know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I'm most definitely gonna make some more videos today. And I don't fucking know. Request games if you want to see any particular ones. Again, I'm not that much of a gamer, so please don't put that past me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.